if you guys thought that Universal was the only one with any big things going on, you guys are sincerely wrong. And I'm sure by now I am late to the party. I was going to do a video of this last week, but I just did not have the time because last week was my birthday week and I had a lot of stuff going on. This week, I want to talk about the D23 Disney World announcements, and I'm going to focus solely on Disney World because, again, I live in Florida. That's my home park. I don't know when I'm going to be over in Disneyland. If you want to hear about Disneyland announcements, I'm sure there's plenty of people talking about it. But we got the announcement about Epic Universe really officially like last year, and then this year they've been dropping like the little Easter eggs for all the lands. We've been following the construction updates. I'm super excited about Epic Universe. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to like kick it. However, Disney, a lot of people have been wondering, what is Disney going to do in response to Epic Universe? Like, what are they going to do? Are they going to open a fifth gate? Are they going to redo the entire park? Like, what are they going to do? And we finally got our answer at D23, which actually happened my birthday weekend. But like I said, I had a lot of stuff going on last week, so I just didn't get a chance to actually sit down and record this video. So now I'm doing it now. It'll be out this week. Again, maybe you haven't heard of this. Maybe you have. You can hear some of my takes. I'm going to tell you about what I'm excited about because Walt Disney World is about to get so much new stuff, and I there's not one announcement that I'm not excited for. Like, I am ready for these changes. So this is going to be a different version of Creepy Critiques because don't think I've really talked about Disney here. Like, I go to Disney quite frequently. I went to Disney for my birthday. I'm going again next month with one of my best friends. I do go to Disney quite frequently. I just have not gotten around to talking about Disney because there really hasn't been anything to talk about yet. I do have a video planned for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I just haven't ridden it yet. So unfortunately, I haven't done that video yet to express how I feel about the ride. So this is my first ever on this channel Disney video. There will be more Disney videos in the future, maybe even some Disney vlogs in the future. I am so excited. I'm so excited for all the new things that are coming to Disney, and I hope, fingers crossed, that we get all of the new stuff that they're talking about and that they're planning, because I know that at D23 in 2019 they announced all this new stuff, and a lot of that we didn't get. So I'm really excited about the changes. But without further ado, let's get into this creepy critique. All right, so I'm actually on undercovertourist.com to get some of the deets on what we've got coming along. I'm not going to read this all verbatim, but I am putting it up on the screen so you guys can see visually what's going on. But yeah, so the first big announcement is that we are getting a Villains Land at Magic Kingdom. And it's basically going to be themed after all of our favorite Disney villains. Probably going to have like the Evil Queen, Maleficent. They are going to have 2 major attractions and dining and shopping. There is no timeline for this yet. It is technically a Fantasyland expansion. So we had that Fantasyland expansion of like about a decade ago almost now, and they're going to be expanding on that, which is very cool because I like the fact that it'll be kind of juxtaposed with each other. You'll be able to go into the world of Belle and Ariel and this pretty fantasy world, and then just like pop over and then there's villains and dark thorny things. This almost feels like a direct response to the Universal Monsters Land at Epic Universe, which I'm not complaining because I love the Disney villains. And this is something that I think a lot of people have been asking, and I never thought, like, this is what I'm most excited for out of all of the announcements. It's at the top of the page, so that's why we're starting with it, but this is the one I'm most excited for. I never thought in all of my time liking Disney that we were going to ever get villains themed stuff, like villains themed attractions, everything like that. Like, I just never thought we would actually get that. And so I'm really like excited that they are kind of feeding into that they are kind of pandering into that. I remember people talking about it online being like, oh, we need a villains ride or a villains land. And I was like, it's Disney. They're never going to cater to the bad guys. But I guess Disney kind of realized that people really do like their villains. And, you know, even if they are the bad guys, maybe they deserve some representation too. I mean, we gotta represent our girlies and our boys that be doing the bads, okay? So I'm excited to see what they come up with this Villains Land. I'm really excited to see what the attractions will be, how intense they will be, because obviously you're gonna have to keep it a little bit PG since it is at Magic Kingdom. I I just can't wait. I'm really like stoked for this land. Like this is gonna I'm gonna live there. Like just like I'm gonna live at Universal Monsters or Dark Universe. Sorry, Dark Universe at Epic Universe. I'm also gonna be living in Villains Land. The next announcement we have is a nighttime parade. I actually didn't see this, called Disney Starlight, and it's going to debut at Magic Kingdom in the summer of 2025. They're going to be using a lot of new technology, and there's going to be characters, it says, from Peter Pan, Frozen, and Encanto. I'm very excited to be seeing Encanto getting representation in the park. A little bit salty that it's getting representation a lot faster than Tiana did, but you know, it is a movie that was very well loved when it came out, so I'm glad that, you know, they're finally giving it its just desserts here. All right, and then this was the one that everybody was dreading, but I'm thrilled for. This one is we're saying goodbye to Dinoland USA and Animal Kingdom, and we're going to be welcoming the Tropical Americas. So it says, after crossing over the bridge from Discovery Island, you'll encounter Pueblo Esperanza, which will be home to two signature attractions. And it's going to be breaking ground later this year, which means that we have very little time left with Dinosaur, and it is set to open in 2027. And there's going to be some new attractions. There's going to be fountain and one of the largest one of the largest quick service restaurants at Disney World, and a carousel, the Encanto carousel, featuring some beloved. Oh, I thought it was an Encanto carousel. Okay, it's a carousel featuring the beloved Disney animals. Okay, cool. Now, the two attractions that are coming that are confirmed, which we had been hearing rumors about this for a while, and I'm glad that they confirmed it finally. So this one is an attraction based off of Encanto, and it's a ride, and it says, step inside the family Madrigal's Casito. I'm sorry if I butcher that. My R's, I can't roll them. The first ever Encanto inspired ride takes place after Antonio just received his gifts, and his room has turned into a rainforest. So basically, it's going to be, Antonio is one of the cousins. He has the gift to talk to animals, and yeah, that sounds like it's going to be really cute. And then, of course, the one I'm super excited about, which is going to probably take the place of Dinosaur, more than likely, the Indiana Jones ride. A lot of people were saying that this is an outdated IP and that they shouldn't be doing Indiana Jones, but I think it's beloved enough within pop culture that it's still going to be a high ticketed ride. Plus, I've always wanted to ride the Indiana Jones ride. I've never gotten to do it. I know they have one in Paris and one in California, obviously. And I haven't been to California or Paris. So unfortunately, I haven't ridden the Indiana Jones ride. So it's nice to know that I might get the opportunity to in another 2 or 3 years. It's going to feature a story that apparently is different from the one in both Paris and in California. So I'm interested in seeing how that goes as well. Then we have a new area inspired by the Cars franchise, which is causing a lot of controversy, as is the next one. This one is going to have 2 new attractions. I don't think we're getting Radiator Springs Racers. I think we're getting something completely different. It does say it's going to be a thrilling race through the mountains, but I've heard some people say we're not getting Radiator Springs. So we'll see. It is going to be starting in early 2025, the work on it, and then there's no known opening date as of right now. The reason this one's causing a lot of controversy is because it's going to be taking over the Rivers of America and the Tom Sawyer Island. And a lot of people really love both of those attractions. So unfortunately, it's caused a lot of controversy. A lot of people are very angry about this. And especially because Cars is an older IP, a lot of people feel like this is an outdated IP that you're replacing with, replacing 2 iconic attractions with. However, the reason why I think this is a good move is because Cars Land in California Adventure is very popular and very well liked amongst most Disney fans. I don't think it's a bad move, even if Cars isn't one of their most popular franchises, like still to this day. I don't think it's a bad move to, recreate a land that's been incredibly popular in another park, basically recreate it here. The only request I have is that they bring the shaboom here. And if you don't know what the shaboom is, definitely look that up on like YouTube. I started seeing videos of it during lockdown and people talking about how they missed the shaboom, and it's very simple, but it's very cute and I love it, and I hope that we get that here. And if Magic Kingdom robs us of the shaboom, I'm going to be very sad. So please, if there's any Imagineers like watching, please make sure that the shaboom is included every night when it starts to get dark. Please make sure that we need it. And then the other one that's causing a lot of controversy is the Monsters Inc. land. So this is going to be in Hollywood Studios, and we are going to be getting our first ever suspended coaster at Disney World. And it says that it's going to be, the groundbreaking is going to start in 2025. Now, however, the reason why there's controversy with this one is that nobody knows where it's going to be. A lot of people are speculating that it's going to be in the animation courtyard where the launch bay is, the Star Wars launch bay. And a lot of people are speculating that it is going to take over where Star Tours and the Muppets are. And people are really mad about that because they love the Muppets and they love Star Tours. I personally am like, I'm happy either way. We're getting something new. And I am excited about a suspended coaster. We're going to basically be like the doors in the Monster Factory. We're going to be the doors swinging around. It's going to be fun. I'm cool with it. I'm ready to be a door. So wherever this ends up setting up shop, I'm sure will be the right spot. If we do lose the Muppets attraction and the Star Tours, like, yes, of course, it's always sad when we lose classic attractions, but it's making way for some new progress, and I hope that people are like cool with that. I'm ready for Monsters Inc. to really get it, like, it's just desserts, because I love Monsters Inc. So I'm ready for them to come through here. And then the Tree of Life. I'm so glad that they finally announced this, because I kept wondering if they were ever going to actually do this. And the Tree of Life, It's Tough to Be a Bug, is finally going away. I hate that attraction so much. It caused me so much trauma as a kid, and I've watched it traumatize kids for a generation, and I'm like, it needs to go, and it's finally going away. We're getting Zootopia Better Zoogether, and it's supposed to open at the end of 2025 within the Tree of Life. I love Zootopia, love Judy Hopps, love Nick Wilde, love that whole world. I am glad we are getting rid of It's Tough to Be a Bug. Yes, I do love A Bug's Life, so it is sad to see that a movie that I grew up with is kind of getting like pushed aside, but at the same time, that attraction is so traumatizing for small kids, because especially not knowing what it is going into it, like, I didn't know that there was going to be spiders dropping from the ceiling. That was terrifying for me. So yeah, I'm ready to see this one go, and I'm really excited for the future with Zootopia, because I do love Zootopia, and I'm ready to see what happens. And then this one was already announced, because this ride is already closed currently, but we are getting a reimagined test track in Epcot that will open in 2025. They're already currently working on it, and it is going to take some inspiration from the World of Motion, which is the original attraction that took place in the test track area. I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're going to look for that for the aesthetic, or if it's going to have a similar ride system. I've seen some things saying it's going to have a similar ride system. I don't know how true that is. But either way, I'm excited. Test Track was in desperate need of a revamp. It was the last time I went on it, we got stuck, and it also just looked very barren. I didn't look as cool as I remembered, even with the refurb they did where they made everything neon. I thought that was cool when I first went on it, but it just looked really bare this last time I went on it. So I hope whatever it is that they do with this new test track kind of makes it more engaging than it was. Our last three announcements for Disney World from D23. We are getting a Pirates of the Caribbean themed lounge that's going to be coming to Magic Kingdom in 2025. It's going to be a little bit of an extension of the story from the ride. I do not know if they're going to be serving liquor there. Don't ask. I have a feeling, because Magic Kingdom doesn't really do that, I have a feeling it's mostly going to be beer and maybe wine, and I could see it only being open at certain times, like at dinner time. Because Magic Kingdom's not really a place for people to go and drink. So I can't see it being like a lounge, you know what I mean? And then the other lounge that's going to be opening is going to be in Epcot, and it's going to be based around Spaceship Earth. I think that's pretty cool. And they'll probably serve liquor because it's Epcot. And so they'll probably serve liquor. And the last thing is that we are going to get a new story that's going to be on Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. It's going to be featuring the Mandalorian, and it is going to it's going to kind of align with the Mandalorian and Grogu once that hits theaters in 2026. So we're getting a lot of cool new things at Disney World, and I'm super excited to see where it's going to go. Like, honestly, I saw these announcements the next day, the day after they did them at D23, because obviously I wasn't watching it. I was busy. And it just makes me really excited for the future of Disney. I know a lot of people have mixed reactions to every announcement. Some people are really excited about certain announcements. Other people aren't really that excited. And it's always sad to see an attraction that you really love and feel close to just closing and being gone forever. Sorry about that. I don't know if my camera went on the fritz during my spiel talking about this. I'll probably see when I'm editing, but my camera went completely on the fritz and I couldn't get it to go back where I wasn't like at least 10 seconds behind. So we're gonna wrap this up now. What I was gonna say was, like, as somebody who is a Universal fan, I'm kind of used to attractions that are beloved closing, and I think that, you know, there's always going to be vitriol, there's always going to be hatred, but I think that when something new does come along, it can be better. It can be something that's a lot more exciting, a lot more interesting. I know that people have their opinions about Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I'm going to reserve the right to not speak about it right now because I haven't been on it yet. Okay, my camera keeps acting crazy, so I'm going to try to wrap this up as fast as possible because it keeps dropping the frame rate and then I'm like 10 seconds behind. So, I'm excited for these announcements. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen in the future. I want to know what you guys really like and what you're excited for out of all the announcements. What's something you're really looking forward to? What's something you're not looking forward to? Regardless, I think this is going to be a really good era for Disney if they get everything done as they say they're going to do. And I'm really excited for Villains Land. Like, let's go. I'm ready to go and meet and see all the villains, like, all the time. So, let's wrap this up because I can see my camera's already trying to slow down the frame rates. I don't know why it's doing this right now, but yeah, let me know in the comments if what you're excited for. Be sure to like, subscribe, check me out on all my socials. The name will be in the description. I will leave a link to this Undercover Tourist article in the description as well, so you can go and check out the other announcements because it does look like there's Disneyland announcements as well. So yeah. There's a lot going on, and I'm really excited to see what is going to happen in the future. I will see you guys all in my next video, and alright, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video, and thank you for joining me on another creepy critique.